Soundstripe.
Welcome back to another episode of That's What She Said. Today I am reading for Lynn for my podcast guest series. And I am so excited to read her cards and see what message spirit and her higher self has for her today. Tarot cards are such a powerful tool for guidance and insight, and a great way to connect with the energy on hand and how to best work with that energy and not against it. I am thrilled to share this experience with all of you. And so, on that note, Lynn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you here. Now, are we going to pull on something specific or should I just start going?
I say just start going. Whatever happens, happens.
I like that. Okay. All right. Whatever message it is.
That's right.
It better be good.
That's right.
All right. Are you nervous?
A smidgen, and
Okay.
not so much. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm chill.
Good. Okay. All right. Well, perfect. The first card that comes out is the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about determination, it's grit, it's getting where you need to be. Like I always use the description. If you look at the card, the sphinxes go in opposite directions. So even though forces are going against you, I feel like you're on this pretty like methodical path of like getting to where you need to be. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Now, what's interesting is what this next batch of cards is kind of like, is that methodical way of doing things? Is that kind of getting conflicted with a spiritual side or a spiritual calling or journey?
It could be.
Okay.
It's possible. Yeah.
We'll break it down because, well, you tell me, where are you at in your spiritual journey?
So I am fairly new, I feel like, into my true spiritual journey.
What does that mean you're true? What's your fault?
Yeah. So I feel like before I always believed in a higher power. I just didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my daughter started really kind of getting into Jesus and into the Bible, I was hesitant. And then I wanted to buy her a Bible, so something she could journal in as well. And I said, you know what? I'm going to buy a Bible for dummies. So I went to the store and they were super sweet. And I've been kind of digging through the Bible a little bit along the way. And so I'm finding my own space within that realm. So it's very, very new to me.
I like that. I like that. There is a lot of, I think, opportunities to grow, right? Like, and of
Absolutely.
course, there's always opportunities to grow when we are doing self-reflection. And then at the end of the day, that's what religion, the Bible, tarot cards, right? I always like say, like, no, if you sit down to read a passage of the Bible, it's going to resonate differently from day to day. Same with the cards, right? So it's this like discovery thing. Now, where are you conflicted in it? Or where are you feeling defensive? Because the Five of Wands, even though everyone's ready to like strike, nobody's actually doing anything. So this can either be a defensive or it can be like some type of a conflict. A conflict is coming up.
Oh, yeah, that is so true. That's so crazy. I feel like my conflict would be not understanding the why or maybe not the why. It's more of I guess, how Jesus works when he wants things to work and not when you want them to work. So my conflict is kind of figuring out, I can't understand why he keeps challenging my daughter. And then therefore I feel like I'm kind of being challenged in that space. And I know that there's a reason, and I am working towards, my conflict is working towards understanding, why or where he is at with that. And she's like, Mom, Jesus has a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay,
said,
so she's got faith. Like she's like
yeah,
divine timing. That's what like
yeah,
I would call it, right? She's got
yeah,
faith, there's divine timing. And so what I'm hearing it's good to be skeptical. It's always good to be skeptical. It's always good to ask questions and to be curious.
Right.
In the human experience, we do have to practice faith and not know everything and
Right.
not always know why.
Right.
So what's interesting is that the next two cards that come up for you. So this is this is loss, it's worry, it's financial worry. It's also the 5 of Pentacles. These people, they are down on their luck. They are in a snowstorm. One of them's missing a shoe, right? One's on a crutch. It's snowing. Like it is just, and they're looking down. They're looking down at their situation that, oh, this is crap. But if they were to just look up, they're actually outside of a church and the lights are on and it's warm. And so here's the thing with Jesus's timing. You're co-creating. Jesus is working with you, right? Because you're also just like a parent, you can't do everything for your daughter. You have to watch her
Right.
struggle in order to grow. That's how growth is uncomfortable.
Absolutely.
So when we're on the other side, when we're in the other realm, when we're in heaven, 70 and sunny all day. There's not a lot of growth happening. We come
Right.
here to experience the human experience, whatever it is, in order to grow, for our souls to grow. So these people, this is like the focusing on Jesus's timing versus just looking up, like what your daughter's doing, and like, I got faith. I got faith that it's all going to work out. The Hermit card is very like it's about kind of withdrawing your energy. It's going within. It could be going on an actual like spiritual pilgrimage, and that can, you can like go do that. You can go and travel and do that, or you can literally like make the commitment to like lock yourself in a room for a day with enough food and water and go on your own like spiritual pilgrimage, right? The other thing with the Hermit card is what it represents is that he's made it to the top of the mountain, but his light has only shown him the next step, and then he takes that step, and then the next step is presented to itself. It's like driving on a foggy night. The headlights are only going to show you 100 feet or so in front of
Right.
you. So that's also part of this. If you believe in whatever you believe in, whatever you believe in. Ooh, let's talk about the lovers.
Ooh,
Ooh, do you have a lover?
I do.
Okay. How's your lover?
Oh, he's okay.
Well, the other, so lover's card can, is your husband supportive of all of the spirituality, religion happening?
You know what? I do not know because I do not talk to him about it.
Oh, why not?
I don't know. I mean, he sees my Bible. He sees me. I carry like I take it with me, and so he sees it. I don't know. I feel like it's just never come up yet, and I guess it's funny that that came up because I question like why don't I talk to him about it? I don't
Okay,
know.
so yeah, why don't you?
Interesting. Interesting. I don't know what my holdback is. Yeah, ooh. I mean, if you would have said like my brother, like yeah, I could say, well, I know why I hold it back from him, right? Like I have my reasons, but I don't know with my husband. Like I don't feel like he would be unsupportive.
It's interesting because this card comes up, and I actually like the 3 of Cups is kind of celebrating. I wonder if you could this be an opportunity to bring you two closer by you
Maybe.
sharing
Oh,
this kind of vulnerability of like, because when we're learning anything, we're in a vulnerable state. So are you
right.
comfortable being vulnerable around your husband?
Ooh,
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I would hope so.
Well, then go talk to him about
Well,
Jesus.
well, like, yeah, interesting.
Int- Interesting.
I'm like,
I so the 3 of Cups also is like the dynamics is friendship. It's friendship. I would assume your husband is your friend.
yes.
Okay, good. I have the feeling that when you have a conversation with him and let him know, right, that what you're curious about, I think he will be very supportive.
Yeah, yeah, I do think that he would be. It's just weird, like it never comes up in conversation, and talk about it with my daughter, obviously, but I don't know why that's like, oh my God, you're like
Yeah,
therapeutic to me,
well, there's your homework for the rest of the night.
right?
Happy sleeping tonight, trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, right. Like, that's like, how can I bring that up tomorrow?
Honestly, with things like that, I just bring it up. Like
Yeah,
you can be like, guess what? Great segue. I'm reading the Bible and I got a tarot reading.
right.
It's like a peanut butter and fluff sandwich. Let's talk about
Right. Yes, yes, yes. That's
it. Okay.
awesome.
Where are you at with creating balance in your life? In
Oh,
yeah, talk to me about it. Talk to me about it.
I I feel like in my head, I'm struggling a little bit with balance. And I feel like on the other side of that, I feel like I'm balancing very well. With all of the changes that are going on, I changed jobs. My daughter went to college 22 hours away. My son essentially is gone, so I'm empty nesting. I'm adjusting to a new job. I started refing because I needed something to do to fill my time when my daughter wasn't here, and my son essentially. But so I, but I
Is this your
feel like
first year with your daughter gone? Oh
yes,
my, I feel it in my heart.
yeah,
Are you guys really
yeah.
close?
Yes, yes. I'm very close with both my kids, and it, I'm at peace with her being where she's at, though. I
Good, of
worry about her, but I'm at
course.
peace. So I feel like I'm finding balance good that way. I
What's the
feel like
difference?
my health would be the worst part of balance.
Oh, okay. Talk about that.
Yeah, because I'm 52. I'm starting perimenopause. Like all of those things are happening, and I don't feel like I'm taking good care of myself. I have good self care habits in other ways because I know I have to because I am a mental health therapist, right? So I know that that space of maintaining my own mental stability is okay. And I also feel like on the other end of that, I'm not balancing well the healthy piece.
Okay.
So I
The
am working on that.
There you go. And you can only work on
Right.
it once you observe it. So you've
Right.
observed it, and now would be a good time to create a plan.
Yes.
Mercury is retrograde, so you don't necessarily want to start something new, but maybe from now until the 16th. So you have 2 weeks to kind of create like what would your days or even flirt with that, working out in the morning versus at night, or
Yeah.
weightlifting is great for perimenopause. So
Yes.
any type
I,
of
s-
weight
yeah.
training.
And I started back doing CrossFit a couple nights a week,
Good.
maybe a month or 6 weeks ago. And
Okay, so it sounds like you're actually doing pretty good. You have
yeah,
really good
like
balance.
yeah. It's not the balance isn't where I fully want it to be yet. I feel like the homeostasis piece
Mm,
is off. Like
well, guess
I'm
what?
almost there. I feel
But
like I'm like I'm just what I mean. But I'm there, and my brain is saying yes. And with all the other adjustments, I'm working on adding that in and adding that and making that kind of that full piece of like I feel so good when I'm done working out, and then it's
mhm.
like, and then I miss a couple days, and then I'm like, oh,
Oh,
so
those are actually rest days, and they're really important.
yeah, I know exactly. But I'm
And
just
the
like,
thing with homeostasis, right? As soon as once you figure it out, then you have, when you're here, you have to be in such a space of self reflection that you notice. Because here's the thing, this is always going to do this. It's always
right,
going to be, it's never going to get here in a day.
right,
Like we don't drink one glass of water and we're hydrated. So
yeah.
it's like knowing yourself so well that you can tell when you're getting out of balance. You have a decision to make. What is it?
Oh,
Do you know yet?
no,
Do you
I
feel
mean,
like your arms are tied anywhere?
no, interesting.
Okay.
If
If
you
you
would have said that to me a month ago, I probably would have said you had a different answer. But
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. The decision that you made a month ago, did it bring you more into a state of caring and compassion and like nurturing? Like the Queen of Cups, she's very balanced with her emotions.
hmm, maybe. I mean, I feel so. I guess maybe it's been 2 months now, but I did switch jobs 2 months ago, and I've been I've been a little bit I have been a little bit questioning, did I make the right decision?
Oh, okay. How do you feel emotionally?
Um, conflicted.
Perfect.
Why is it going back? That's so crazy. And I don't have it's not conflict in a bad way.
Learning, are you doing something completely different or new?
No, no, I'm
Oh, okay.
doing the same thing just at a new facility. So I
Oh,
am learning uh new equipment, new,
got it.
procedures
Yeah.
and things like that. So not doing something new, but definitely took a risk leaving leaving my old job.
Okay. And it's been 2 months and you're
Yes.
still feeling conflicted if you made the right move because
Yeah, I mean, financial here comes the financial piece. You mentioned that earlier. And I originally took a pay raise, and then the day before I left, the company that I left came out and said, "Oh, by the way, we're giving raises," and my raise would have been more than I took the new job for. Yeah. And at that point I was like, I can't do it. So then I said, well, I'm disappointed for not fighting for more for myself with the new job, because I could have, but I'm not
ooh,
greedy.
so your worth, your self-worth. How's your
Yes.
self-worth?
Yes. And I'm not greedy, right? I love my job. It's in reality, it's not about the money for me doing what I do, because I love helping people.
Of course. But you do need to be compensated because it's an energetic exchange.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. So my space is like, I gave up a lot of stuff. I gave up a lot of PTO, a lot of sick time, a lot of flexibility to be in this new job, which
Why?
does
For what? Like, what'd you gain?
a little more freedom, a little less, a little less work, not much less work, but a little less work, less meetings, um, a little bit of a smaller company. So it feels a little more intimate. I don't really feel like that's like a little bit of a loss, but yeah. So I don't know.
So it's, I mean, it sounds like you gained a little bit of time.
Yeah.
And now, and do you like what you're doing with that time?
Yes, as I'm adjusting to it. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
So
Well, I think I invite you to be very curious around these goals. Like, let your intuition, we're coming to the end of a year, and it's where we start thinking about, what we're going to be in, what 2025 is going to be. And here's the thing, you don't have to have your New Year's resolutions figured out because I think that is crap to have that figured out in the dead of winter when everything around us is cold and dead and we just came off of a year. So
right.
take the winter to figure out what is it you want to do. What are the seeds that you want to plant? You want more. It sounds like you have balance, but you want to maintain that balance.
Right.
Um, and so like maybe one of the goals you add is strengthening your intuition or your spirituality, your faith, right? Like that's
Yes.
one of
And
the first.
that's the crazy piece, is that I really do have amazing intuition when I follow it.
It's amazing that it works
And
that way.
oh yeah, and that is, I will say, my daughter, her intuition is through the roof, and I love the fact that she follows it and she listens to it. And there's
Mm,
no like questioning it. Like, and I'm like, I want to be like you.
perfect.
But and
Perfect.
I am working at it. I am working a little bit. And my in reality, I took this job part of my intuition telling me it was the right thing to do.
Okay. Then yep. Awesome.
So,
Perfect.
and and part of it was professional growth, right? And I want to be able to grow professionally and supervise, and I want to give back to the younger kids coming in, like my supervisors have done for me to get me where I'm at.
Yeah,
So,
it's time. It's time. You've been
yeah,
very resilient throughout your career. I think that
yeah,
the other, this is someone that like is kind of looking over their shoulder, like, oh boy, what's coming next, type
yes,
of thing. And paired with a five of cups represents loss and disappointment, but similar to the five of pentacles, what is he focusing on? He's focusing on these three cups that have spilled over, and like, so he's focusing on what he lost. If he were to turn around, got two cups, he's got two hands, so comfortable. Right?
Right.
So
That
perfect.
that's it really is funny that you say that because when I moved here I was burnt out from counseling and I took a mindless job. It was an amazing. The people were amazing. They were kind. They welcomed me into their family. And then I was like, I need to use my brain and more. And I knew then I wanted to make sure I went back into counseling, but it took me so long to one go through school because I had kids, and then it took me so long to pass the exams to get licensed, and in substance and in mental health, and that's where I had the struggle in the to to get to where I'm at. And now
Mm.
I'm in a great place. And now I can say I am a great counselor and I love my job.
And all of those things that you went through made you the great counselor and
Right.
supervisor, right? Where you're going to
Right.
now think about how important of a role that is of you're helping to shape the future of who's going to be helping.
Right. Right. As if I didn't have the supervisors that I had and being supportive, I probably wouldn't be here. Like it be a part of who I am. I have natural, I have a natural ability to do it. It was the rest of the honing it in and
Mm,
getting through the exams and all of those things. And I think that if I didn't meet the people that I met when I was supposed to meet them,
mm,
I don't know if
mm.
it would have happened. And I'm very grateful for it. And I take that in stride and I tell them every day how appreciative I am, for them.
I love that. I love that. There is there's a new so the death card is it's never death. It's very rarely death. It's a new cycle. Death is the end of one and the beginning of another. And paired with you have a lot of cups. There's a lot of emotions. Are you feeling very emotional?
I am a very emotional person.
Are you? Are
I
you a
do,
cancer?
I am a Capricorn,
Oh.
but yeah, but I do wear my emotions on my sleeve. I do feel all of the emotions that my patients are feeling.
Mm. You know,
And
careful with that.
yes, and I feel heavy when they feel heavy. You know what I mean? I celebrate when they, um, and I am emotional.
Yeah. Well, me too. Cancer moon, Cancer rising. I love to cry. It's like my favorite pastime.
My kids make fun of me for it all the time. I
Oh,
literally cried. I cried knowing that Emily was graduating like the last year. I cried almost every day at some point for the last
oh,
year because so many big things happen. Like my husband turned 60, my son turned 21, Em was a senior, so she had all of her lasts, right? And
oh.
then graduation, and then oh my god, all of a sudden she's gone.
I would
Like
still be crying right now.
I, I'm doing better because I am doing better. Um, I don't cry as much,
Oh, I think
but
I will be a big crier
but
myself.
no, it's awesome. It's awesome. It makes it, yeah, it's
You-
crazy. But yeah,
I have to, I can only my kids are still young, like 12 and under. So when I hear this, and especially this time of year, I love it. And then I'm also so sad at the same time because I know it's not going to be there forever.
be
It's
that
a
way.
trip. Parenting
It's
is a trip.
it's crazy. And you know what? I love the magic of Christmas. I
Mhm.
just love the magical, like, I don't know, I want to be in a Hallmark movie magical. Like I love that so much, right? And then but then when the moment that Emily said, "Mommy, I don't believe anymore." I was like, what? Like I was crushed and I knew it was coming, but it was like, oh,
It is. It's well, and that's where because my 12-year-old said that, and where you talk about the spirit of Christmas. It's just
yes,
embodied
yes.
in this old white dude.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, more cups. this
Four
this
cups.
oh same card, more cups. Um, I feel like this to me is kind of like reliving your childhood or stopping and they're literally stopping and smelling the roses. It's like a lot of innocence. And I think that maybe that's probably like what is in store for 2025 for you if I had to make a prediction, or if you're looking for a few seeds to plant in the spring, maybe set those intentions of one, stopping to smell the roses and slowing down and being present, and maybe meditating, yoga, slow, so very
Yeah.
slow style. But it could also, you could set these intentions, plant these seeds of like, did you have a good childhood?
Oh yeah.
So like maybe reliving some of like your favorite childhood memories
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and seeing I'm sure there's a lot of magic and wisdom in those. The Ace of Swords is very clear thinking. There's a new way of thinking. There's a fresher, clearer lens of seeing things through. Do you feel that, like, do you feel you're doing that now, or do you feel that's something that you're just going to strive for, a seed you'll plant?
Oh, I think that I feel like I'm almost there. Like I can say that I do feel like I am seeing things through a new and different lens, and it's almost clear. It's a little foggy still,
That's okay.
but it's a little it's clearing up. So I'm almost there. That's I don't know how this is happening. Like it's like
Well,
interesting. Like
wait for us to circle back to how we started. I don't know how this is happening. And guess what? You don't always need to know how it's happening.
right. I'm very much a why person, and that has sometimes not knowing. I because I would tell my patients it's okay to not know. Like but when
But
I need
then
to
when
take
you
that
have to
advice.
practice what you preach,
Yes. Yes, exactly. It's much harder to practice it, preach it than it is to just preach it and say, listen. But I very am much that like why? Like why did it take me 5 times to pass my exam to become a counselor when I know I'm a good counselor? And sometimes I thought I had a why,
I have a
right?
why for you. I have a why for you. Why? Because I heard, as soon as you said it, I heard it. You struggle to take that test so many times because you're going to help inspire. There's going to be kids that are going to fail and want to give up. And you're going to say, I did this 5 times. And that right there, that
Yes.
is going to inspire them to
Yes.
keep going. And that's why your soul was like, okay, I'll fail it 5 times. No big deal.
Oh my God. That has already happened. Like twice.
Okay, so was it worth it?
It was. Oh my God.
You're welcome.
Light bulb.
All right, cool. So we started with emotions, and now we're going to wrap up on our thoughts. The
Oh
Queen
goodness.
of Swords. She is very clear communication. She has clear boundaries. Again, I think that this whole clarity of one allow, and maybe your mantra for 2025 is, I am curious about the unknown. I'm
Yeah.
comfortable with the unknown. I embrace the
Yeah.
unknown.
Yeah.
And what's funny is you smile and say, yeah, but that feels like, holy crap, that's not this. That feels like someone's trying to get away with something.
Yeah.
Like someone is
Yes.
trying to pull the wool over my eyes on this.
Yes. I am there 100%. Yeah. like like I know it could be a good thing, and I'm like, who you kidding? Like
Maybe explore that. And I don't
yeah.
think I think that's a good thing. I really do.
Yeah.
You never want to blindly follow anything. That's how you get yourself into a pickle, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Right? Um Page of Swords is a new form of communicating. So I wonder if this has to do with like being more of a supervisor role, because I'd assume you communicate differently with in that way
Right.
than whatever.
And I would, yeah, when it starts to happen, absolutely. And I still have a little bit of time before I can actually supervise, just because of how licensures run, but I'm working towards
Oh,
that. So yeah.
maybe that new form of communication is, having more of those intimate spiritual conversations, Bible talk with your husband.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Ooh, there's a seed for you to plant.
Yeah, yeah.
All
I'm
right.
on that. I'm there.
I like that. Is there anything else you want me to pull on before we kind of wrap this up and I give you your last card?
Oh, no, it was amazing already.
Yeah, that makes me so happy. I had so much fun. Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I know it went so fast.
It really does. The Four of Wands is all about celebrating. I take this as when I'm connecting with your energy, you have worked you have lived and a very authentic life. You are an incredibly authentic soul. And you are this kindred spirit that really, really, I mean, it is time for you to celebrate. You deserve it. You've worked very, very hard. You're a Capricorn. So if it comes easy, you don't trust it. So I understand that completely. Capricorns love making things hard.
I know, and I don't know why. Like,
Girl, we can talk astrology a whole nother time.
right?
But I do invite you as one of those seeds to really celebrate you, celebrate your growth, right? Like celebrate your life. Go back to those childhood memories, the pleasant, the unpleasant, whatever it is, and just celebrate everything. The fact that it took you 5 times to pass it, like start to make those kind of connections and celebrating.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
maybe plan a trip. Are you going anywhere?
Um, Probably back to Iowa at some point, to watch M wrestle. So yeah, there'll be trips. And I think one other trip in July with my son and his girlfriend's family. So
Okay. Okay. All right. Well,
yeah,
so we've got some trips planned.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Lynn. And thank you to
Yep.
everyone who tuned in today. I hope that this reading resonated with you and gave you some clarity or insight. As always, remember that the journey you're on is uniquely yours, and you have everything you need to navigate it, including faith. Please feel free to reach out and let us know what you thought about today's episode, or if you would like a private reading with me or to be on the podcast, you can message me at amanda@amandabryanTherapy.com. And until next time, remember, that's what she said. Thank you, Lynn.
Thank you.
Soundstripe.